Is coverage free this weekend for all of us? Yes, indeed it is. Rage 17 this weekend, completely free broadcast here on LiveRC. Multiple ways to watch it as well once qualifying gets underway. It will be available to watch here, of course, live right here on LiveRC.com. Not to mention you can watch it on YouTube Live, Facebook Live, and Twitch TV. Again, free coverage all weekend long for all of our viewers for the exciting 2018 Aurora H-Scale Fuel Off-Road Nationals. These drivers working their way around right now. Jason Schreffler here in our seating practice. Still going to be on top of the field at 141.1. That is going to be the time to beat. We'll see if any of these drivers have what it takes to knock him off the top. Again, we mentioned some names in this one that any one of these drivers is very well capable of doing it. We'll see if they can lay it down. A lot of different conditions to deal with here this weekend. Of course, obviously the weather going to be the big part as the Florida weather here in June. A sunny one moment, raining the next. The track crew well prepared. They've got giant tarps. Rain moved in yesterday during open practice around 4 or 5 p.m. The track crew immediately covered the track in tarps. The pits still a little soft, still a little mushy in places. The county actually brought in some sand for a lot of the places, and actually right here by our LiveRC broadcast booth as well. They brought in some sand to kind of clean that up, but the track is in phenomenal shape right now. And we are looking at Billy Easton, your Serpent car designer, multi-time champion, of course, as well. Billy out there driving the Serpent 8-scale buggy as they make their way around. Austin Horne comes around lap number 1 with a 42 flat. Looks like Billy Easton early on the fast lap of 33.7 as they're making their way back around here. Matt Gosh joining us here, looking over at our chat view. Matt Gosh, accomplished racer himself. Good to see him tuning in. Matt, if you are there in the chat box, we want to know when are we going to see you back racing at the Roarnet? That's what everybody wants to know. But Billy Easton right now, making his way through the infield right now. Coming back around on the right-hand side, working his way, I believe that is Jackson Brunson right there with him as well as they come back around. So 3 laps into it, and they are 1 and 2. Billy Easton in the white, blue, and yellow buggy. Jackson Brunson in that signature hot pink and green. Graham Gonzales in the number 3 spot. So Billy Easton lead the way with a 141.8. Right out of the gate here in this one. They were looking at Jackson Brunson. I believe that was Billy Easton that went upside down. Indeed it was. Luckily taking your top 3 consecutive fast laps. Easton clicked off the first 3. Phenomenal. 141.8. That puts him 4th overall right now here in seating round number 1 for Easton. Now we're looking at Jackson Brunson. Brunson drops to the number 3 spot. The pink and green. Driving the team associate, the J Concepts driver. We saw him, talked to him a little bit earlier in the J Concepts pit. Of course, this is a, what you might say, kind of a home state race for J Concepts. So the team here in full force this weekend. Good to see all those guys out here. As they're working their way around, looks like Kenny Morris has worked his way up to the number 2 spot with a 145.001 combined time. Austin Horne, of course, of the Horne family. Al Horne, Austin Horne, and Aiden Horne. Awesome Aiden brothers. Al, the dad, leading the way. So Austin here in this one. We'll see Aiden should be coming up in a few more heats here. 3:15 left to go in this one. Billy Easton still leading the way with a 141.8. Single fastest lap of 33.7 for Billy Easton, driving the Serpent car. And I believe that was Billy right there, just testing the durability of his own car. And it looks durable. He is back on his wheels and running. Coming up a bit short there on the infield triple. Kenny Morris in the number 2 spot still. Morris on a 145.001, so 4 seconds back. So Easton right now laying down some fast lap times. And as you can see, this Southside RC Raceway facility, a beautiful facility located actually in a city park. We've got baseball fields right around here. A beautiful landscape for all these racers this weekend here in Lake City, Florida. Of course, the county and the city all behind us as well. Everybody is more than excited for this facility to be hosting the 2018 Aurora Off-Road Nationals. Billy Easton testing that durability triple once again. passing with flying colors as he was back up and running. Easton comes back around, still 141.8, so right out of the gate, first 3 laps, Billy Easton puts himself in the top 5. Ever since then, not quite the lap times he was hoping for. 38.1 that last time. His single fastest lap, still the fastest one on the track, at 33.7. Graham Gonzales, though, clicks off a 33.8, moves himself up number 2 spot with 143.1. That would put him in a top 10 position as of right now. Jackson Brunson sitting in 3rd, Kenny Morris in 4th, Austin Horne in 5th. Monty Houston of Houston's Engine Services in that number 6 spot. Fusion X engine. You ever see a Fusion X engine out there on the track, or you own one yourself? Monty Houston is the man behind it, and he is sitting 6th right now. And right behind him, Pablo Tejada. Pablo, of course, of PTRC Oils. Davy Tipton out there, Terry Decker, Jacob Savage, and Mike Walker rounding out your field with a minute to go in this one. Bill Easton still leading the way here. Coming back around here, and as you can see, Bill Easton working his way into the triple. Let's see if Billy makes it this time up and over the triple. Got it that time. Not the guy behind him, though. After a few durability tests, that Serpent Buggy. And I believe that actually may be Jacob Savage there. So Savage making his way over the triple. 35 seconds left to go. Billy Easton looking to set a top 5 run here in this one with the Serpent Buggy. Of course, the Serpent car designer himself on the track. Oh, a little pile up here. Easton comes around that time by with a 33.6, a 141 flat. Wow, unbelievable. Billy Easton that time by with a 33.4. Clicks off the new fast time right now, a 141.069. So Billy Easton out of nowhere, 3 seconds remaining on the clock. You're looking at him right there, the Serpent driver and designer. He's designed something to work right here in Florida as he works his way back on the right-hand side. Here he comes down the front stretch now. And I believe that is going to be it for Easton. He is done with a 140.6. Wow. The last lap, he picks it up again, so almost a full second, I should say, faster than Jason Schreffler. So Billy Easton now on top of the field here in our seating practice for Buggy. I got to be honest, I did not see that one coming. So good run for Billy Easton. As he came out of the gate hot, had a little bit of a rough go in the middle of that one, and then put it back on top of the field. So Billy Easton now your TQ, you may say, here in our seating round number 1 for Buggy. 5 heats left to go here for these guys. 140.6 now to the tie to beat. Graham Gonzales, 143.1. He puts in a top 10 run with a 9th overall. Jackson Brunson will take 3rd in that heat, and we'll put him 17th overall with a 143.9. So 0.8 of a second separate these drivers right now from 9th to 17th. The pretty close racing we've seen. And talking to the drivers early on in the pits, as we mentioned, the track is fast, it's very flowing, and it's going to be a tough track. If you make a mistake,